How you doing, man?
What's going on? So everybody wanted me to get your opinion on this fight because the fans didn't understand because they didn't know who Leonard Bundu was. I never heard of him until like Al Haymon signed him, and I went to check him out and I saw the guy was 31-0. He only had 11 knockouts, and with other fighters out there like Guerrero and Devin Alexander, like, why did you choose Leonard Bundu?
Well, one, I knew I wasn't going to get Alexander or Amir Khan or a name like that this year, you know.
Why you didn't think you could get Alexander?
You know.
Okay, I said, why you didn't think you could get Alexander or Guerrero now?
Oh, well, Alexander was never mentioned to me. By the time I heard that Alexander wanted to fight me, I heard rumors that I already denied that I wanted to fight him, which I never even got offered the fight. So, give me one moment.
All right. When you heard about the fight, it was already that you heard that you've already turned it down. Now, the rumor was that Devin was trying to fight you and his team was trying to make a fight. And October the 18th, and we actually got that October 18th, they had a location in the Barclays Center. They wanted to try to make the fight happen. And they got the word back that your shoulder was still bothering you and there was no way you were going to be able to go in October. So they tried to say, okay, well, let's try to go for November. You know, Devin's them side, and then they just got the word back that, like, they don't want to do, they're not interested in doing that fight. They want to go in another direction. So I don't know if it's you or somebody in your team, or I don't know who represents you, like who speaks for you and to go into your negotiations, or is it just Al? But by both of you guys being under the same umbrella with Al Haymon, everybody thought that fight could easily have been made. But you said you never heard of it. I mean, it didn't come to your attention.
If you want to keep talking that talk, we can fight first thing next year. You know what I'm saying? Put a contract in front of my face and watch me not sign it. That's how it happens, bro. I sign contracts. You know what I'm saying? Put a contract in front of my face with a name on it, a date, and a purse. I sign it. You know? I'm truly grateful to be where I am in the sport of boxing. I don't duck and dodge nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's he said, she said. You know what I'm saying? He could have said, Al, I want to fight Keith. And Al could have told him, yeah, we asked him. He said no. You know, but they never asked me on a real, you know, so I don't know where he's getting his information from, man. Devin, I'm willing to fight you, man. You know, we're gonna be on the same card fighting different people, but if you still want to talk with me, we can do it first thing next year. You know.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's that, man. You know, the reason why I'm fighting Bundu, I told Al because I was pretty sure that I was gonna get a big named fighter once again from the one that, you know, the American fighters that you all love and that you guys are used to seeing through the networks. Right. But I told Al, the least that you can do is give me somebody that don't got 6 to 7 losses on their record. You know, I fought Diego Chavez, who was undefeated. Then after that, I fought Soto Carros and I fought Julio Diaz, and both of them had, you know, 6 to 7 losses on their record, man. So I said, the least you can do for me, Al, is give me somebody with a respectable record. We looked at 2 names. We looked at somebody who had 1 loss, and Bundu had no losses, 31 wins. That looks like a terrific record to me, and I sent the okay to Al for that fight based on his record, and the fact that I'm trying to fight, you know, a decent challenge fight, even if you guys don't know who he is. I don't really know who he is. He's undefeated.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
You know, 31 times, you know. You can almost call him, you know, that's almost the same record as Phil Brook, probably with less knockouts, you know. So the dude should obviously be a decent European fighter. I hope he brings the same challenges that the Argentinian warrior Diego Chavez brought. You know, I'm just looking for another challenging fight, something that I can grow off of and keep moving forward in my career.
Okay, now after this fight, we're not going to count, you know, let's say you're successful in this fight. We're not going to look past Bundu. Let's say you're successful in this fight, though. Is your next fight, do you see it being a title fight or a big fight? Your very next fight?
You know, when I first got on the scene, the only thing I wanted was a title. Now, all I want is a name, you know?
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of politics in getting your hands on a belt. For some, it's easier than others, man. For me, it's been a challenge. But I'm not going to cry tears over none of that. Like I said, I'm really happy where I am in the sport and the recognition that I'm getting. The first thing next year, I just want to fight a named fighter. I'll fight Devin Alexander. I'll fight, you know, Amir Khan. I would fight the winner of that fight. You know, I'd fight, I would still like to see Robert Guerrero step in the ring with me, you know.
Right.
There's several names, man, but first, you know, next year I believe is the year that I'm finally going to start getting a real piece of the pie, man. Some of the action and getting a real opportunity to prove myself in this welterweight division.
Oh, okay, man. Well, all right. I love to see it because when they first came out with that list on Showtime, and it's got they got Devin fighting Khan, and then they had Andrade versus Charlo, and I see you and this Bundu. I was like, what? Like, who is this guy? And I'm like, why would they do Keith like that? And I'm like, why would, like, I didn't understand. I'm like, well, I'm glad you explained everything now and got it cleared out. So if we get past Bundu, because I don't want to look past Bundu, the guy's undefeated, so we can't look past him. That after this, we gonna start seeing the big names, big fights. I'm ready for it. So, but how long you think you can stay at the division? That's another good question.
I would like, first thing next year, I would like Robert Guerrero or Marcos Maidana, because
Woo!
it's like an opportunity to show the world that I can put on a better performance than Floyd Mayweather. I'll fight any one of Floyd's last opponents. I'll put on a better performance than he did, especially paying that $50 for that hour or whatever y'all paying for that pay-per-view, you know.
That's a big statement. That's a big statement there. But how long you think you'll stay at 147?
Points while I drop bombs. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather messes around and scores points while I drop bombs. You know, everybody knows that, you know, dancing can look real nice and pretty, but the real fans want to see a war, you know?
Alright, I want to see it. You got me ready. I'm over here, I'm ready, but how long you think, like, do you think, like, maybe one more year at welterweight before you move up to, like, 154? Or are you having trouble making the weight, or you can make 147 pretty easy?
No, I have yet to feel as if I'm having problems making the weight. And to be honest, man, if I did have problems making the weight, it'd be because I eat too much ice cream. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my weak points right there, man. I get ice cream before the fight. You can ask my camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got one of my guys down there, Sean Simpson from Chicago, because I'm up here in Chicago, and Sean Simpson was down there. He trains down there now in Tampa, and he loves it. And
okay.
Yeah, young Sean, he said he actually sparred with you and gave you some work because you like to spar lighter fighters to move around the ring and, you know, to try to check, because he fights at 114 in the amateurs. But you sparred with him, you know, so because of his speed and everything to keep you on your toes. And he said you the hardest puncher he's ever been in the ring with, by far. So definitely, I'm excited now, because now we got the fans know.
They call me one time for a real reason.
Oh man, you know what? I'm excited again now, because now I got some relief. I'm like, okay, now we know why Bundu was chosen, and why, you know, now we know we got something to look forward to now in next year. Big fights, excitement, and that you want the fight. You didn't turn down anything. You're willing to sign any contract come your way. Okay, we ready.
Yes, sir, we ready, man. I'm in camp, you know. We're going to polish up these skills. We're going to give you guys a great performance. December 13th is a tremendous card, you know, action-packed. You know, last time I fought somebody that was undefeated and you guys didn't know, it turned out to be a great fight. It was a great boxing match.
Yes, it was.
A little bit of brawling, a little bit of boxing, and I win with the KO victory like I like. You know, hopefully this fight there'll be some challenges, but I'm going to overcome it once again with another KO victory. Doing it my way, man, and just looking forward into the next year, man.
Yeah, that was your best performance. I think that was your best performance. That was the best performance I've seen from you, was the Chavez fight. You used a total different style. That you actually boxed him and gave him angles, and it confused him because he thought you were going to stand in front of him and bang with him for a while, which you did, but then you switched it up. And you kind of counterpunched and then boxed and jabbed and kept him reaching. You did a lot of different things in that fight, and I saw it. I said, "Wow, I'm impressed." Because I didn't know that you could do those things. I really didn't, because you really didn't have to show them. You know, too many guys weren't standing up after enough to let you go ahead and put that display on. But I was impressed that fight. Very impressed.
Yeah, I went into that fight with a plan A and a plan B. You know, I was hoping all I was going to need to use was plan A to get the job done. But he was a durable opponent, man, and that's what you should expect on this world class level. You know, there's no chumps. You know, a lot of fans say this guy's garbage. They're garbage. How did they make it to where they are today if they're garbage? You know, every fighter deserves respect. And he was a highly respectable opponent. I think if the kid would have came in better shape, he would have been able to give me more difficulty. He obviously wasn't prepared for 12 rounds at that kind of level. And I was able to break him down, and the body shots definitely showed it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Keith, man, for clearing everything up, man, and we will be there December 13th, which is my birthday. So,
okay.
So you got to give me a knockout, man.
I got a KO for you, brother. I got a KO just for you.
All right.
Which hand do you want? Let me know right now. Let the fans know which hand you're requesting the first knockdown. Which hand do you want to be, the left or the right? You tell me.
Overhand right. Over the jab. Overhand right.
On it all week long, just for you. Just for you.
All right, man.
And then Button Duke is gonna get it. So.
All right, and after that, anybody can get it. Anybody want to step up and sign the contract?
Don't dare say that I dug anybody. If you want to fight Keith Thurman, write up a contract and send it to me. You know what I'm saying? Or send it to Al Heyman, and I'll sign it straight up. If you want to bypass Al Heyman, send that contract straight to me, and I'm gonna tell Al Heyman I'm about to sign this contract, and we about to make a fight. You know what I'm saying? Any one of y'all, Kevin. Any one of y'all.
All right, it's there. Y'all heard it from Keith live, so he done sent it out there live. All right, man. We out.
Thanks for all your love and support, and one love to all my one-time fans.
And that's it.